Hey Songwriters, Danny here, founder of Songwriters International. Now, if you are a songwriter, producer, artist wanting to develop their craft and wanting to become better at the art of writing songs, then you're in the right place. Now, I'm very excited to share with you, I'm putting together a 5-part series. This is episode 1 of how to craft a song to a pro level. What are the steps you need to take? How do we go through that process of an idea to planning to lyrics to melody to structure to production to monetization of the entire song? This is for you if you're a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced wanting to make those next steps in your songwriting journey. So let's get stuck into this. Now, as always, if you want to schedule in a one-to-one songwriting strategy call with me where we can talk through your songwriting, your specific problems, anything that you need help with, then you can go ahead and book a call in the description below if you want to do so. So without further ado, let's jump on in to episode 1 of how to craft a pro song. So first thing first, we're going to start here. Idea first. This is the backbone to a great song. It's the backbone of overcoming writer's block. It's the backbone of overcoming incomplete songs. It's the backbone of having a great song that makes sense from start to finish. Now, ideas are like the key to the door. What they allow you to do is open up the door to the songwriting process, allow you to actually write a lyric, allow you to craft a melody, allow you to come up with some idea around structure because you have an idea that has started that process. And all ideas are designed to do are just to create a spark, create that initial excitement, something that you read, something that you see that we're going to go through in a moment, but something that starts that excitement to go, I cannot wait to sit down and write this song. Now, some common mistakes that I see around this are people will go to instrument first. They'll go to their guitar, the pianos, maybe even production, and they'll go to a set of chords and they'll play something and they'll start singing out with no clear direction of what they're trying to deliver for the song. They didn't go idea first. Instead, they just put something down and didn't get a clear picture of the song. And with that process, a lot of the time, like I say, we end up with incomplete songs, or we end up with songs that don't really make sense from start to finish. And if they do, then it was more luck than actual understanding. So this is why I suggest what I call idea first. And I'm going to share with you what is an idea when I refer to this in songwriting. So I'm going to share with you a few different ways that you can go about actually getting ideas. Now, the first one is one of my favorites. And it is just quotes. Now, what you do with this, very, very simple. Just go to your phone, go to your laptop, type in on somewhere like Google, type in quotes. Now, what you can do is you can go broad and you can just search quotes. Or you can get a little bit more specific. You could say quotes about, let's say, love. Or you could say quotes about happiness. Let's just put happy. Quotes about travel. Quotes about change, whatever you may want to actually go and get some inspiration about. Now, you could go and search quotes on many, many different things. That's just some ideas. So you can just search quotes as a whole, and it will throw up all different quotes about love, about happiness, about travel, about change, about everything else that goes on in this world. Or, like I say, you can get more specific and search one of these things which you might be wanting to write more about than others. So what I've gone ahead and done is got 2 examples for you that I've gone online. I've just searched quotes. I didn't search anything in particular. I didn't start searching quotes about love, change, or anything like that. Just very broad. Now, I got 2 quotes that I want to share with you. First one, the sky isn't the limit. It has no limits. That spoke to me. I thought that was particularly cool. That sparked that little bit of an excitement that we can then build from. Or this one here is, tears come from the heart and not the brain. And I was like, okay, cool, that makes sense. And that's possibly something that I could then go on and expand from. Now, if you are that person that goes to the guitar first, maybe the piano or production, then perhaps what you can do is take some quotes or some phrases that you like and then start singing something. So for example, let's say we said, tears come from the heart, not the brain. If we just had a snap and we were just singing something, so tears come from the heart and not the brain. 'Cause I can feel it inside when it's driving me insane. Something, right? But at least you've started to sing from an idea. Into the next way that you can generate ideas, and these are what we call 6-word stories. Sometimes they are 6 words, sometimes they might go to 8 words or 10 words, but as a general rule of thumb, we call them 6-word stories. Now, I've got 2 examples of these for you. So first of all, we've got, it's better this way, she lied. Okay, 6 word, it tells a story. Or here we have, I remember tomorrow, not today. Other ones that I've had in the past as well are things like, we're lying in a bed, she's lying. Or something else like, it's still you, always will be. And all they are designed to do again is just create a spark. And what you can do with these 6-word stories, you can build out from them, so you can start to dive a little bit deeper about what the story is all about, which is what we're going to talk about in episode 2. Or what we could do is, again, just start to sing out a melody with these ideas. So to do that, for example, we might say, it's better this way, she lied. So if we get a snap, or if you play guitar, then fantastic, we might just say, it's better this way, she lied to me, when deep down she didn't mean it. Right? Again, all we're trying to do is give ourselves a little bit of a direction, a little bit of clarification to where we want to take the song. Now, into the third way that you can generate ideas are what we call headline news. Okay, just go onto your phone, again, your laptop, type in headline news, look at the news articles, and I got these 3 from articles that I was reading through, so let's go through them. For example, we've got number 1, which is Final Push. That just spoke to me. I was like, I like that. Or number 2, we've got Break Cover. Or in this one, we've got Everyone Failed. Right? And all we're doing is, again, looking for that spark, a little bit of an excitement, something that we can build a song from. Now, a really interesting but an unusual way to find song ideas and titles and things like that are horse names. Okay, you've probably never thought of this before, but horse names, in particular racing horses, have incredibly interesting names and very unusual, like these 2 examples that I've got here. So for example, we've got One to Watch, or the other one here that really I was drawn in by was Twilight Sparkle. And there was another one there as well called Justify It. And these all work very well as just song titles, right? You could imagine Twilight Sparkle as a song title, or One to Watch as a song title, or Justify It. Right, there's lots of others. I had one called Hidden Treasure once, and I wrote a song around that. Horse names, like I say, are unusual and not necessarily your go-to way to find ideas, but they are so powerful, and for me personally, they are one of the best ways to generate song ideas, because there's so many songwriters out there, so many other people that want to write songs. So if we can stand out, be a little bit different to everybody else. Now I want to share with you another way to go about generating ideas, and this is what we call free writing. Very, very simple, and very simple for you to go and actually implement. It requires you not to go on your phone or on your laptop. I suggest you actually do this with a pen and paper, or in my case, a little bit of chalk and a board. But you quite literally just write what comes to you. Brain dump. Don't overthink it. Don't think, oh, I'm not going to say that. Quite literally, just say anything that comes to your mind in that moment. So that's what I did. I did a very short example of this, but you would take maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of doing this, because that's what's going to allow you to get the best results. But I free wrote, or in this case I was free writing for you. I just got bird flying outside. Okay, that's what I could see. I got bitterness in the air, because today in the UK it's a little bit cold, and I quite like that bitterness in the air, something around there. And I also got guitar sits lonely in the corner, because I've got a guitar in my studio that sits over there in the corner. And I was like, actually that sounds really cool. Imagine that as the opening line of a song. Guitar sits lonely in the corner, begging out to be played, or something, right? I can already hear that as a song. I can already hear that as a lyric. And that's what this is designed to do. These ideas are designed to get you excited. Now also, here are some additional ways to go and find song ideas, song titles, song inspiration for your music. Now we've got conversations, just conversations that you have with people daily, but except what you perhaps do at the moment, you have conversations, but you're not necessarily thinking, oh, that's a great golden nugget of an idea. Oh, they've just said this, right? So actually, when you're having a conversation, of course, be present, but also in the back of your mind think, oh, could that be used as an idea? And I guarantee you'll be picking up on a lot of stuff that they say. The other ones are song titles. There are songs uploaded, on average between 40 to 60,000 songs per day, every single day, online. So what do they all have in common? They all have a title. So what we can do is we can look at what titles are already out there, and perhaps we can tweak one word, or we can take away a word, and again, we're just using what's already out there. Another one, for example, is artwork. Okay, some incredibly strange, bizarre, quirky names for pieces of art. Another one as well that I've used in the past is street names. Quite literally, just looking in your area, looking at the names of streets, and I guarantee you there's some really, really interesting ones, especially for me here in the UK. Or, for example, paint names, okay? Paint that you put on a wall, not artwork, paint that you put on a wall. They have some incredibly bizarre, quirky names as well that you can actually start to use. And now that you've watched this with me, you should be understanding this. Ideas are quite literally everywhere. As long as you're willing to actually put yourself in a place to receive the ideas, you can look at things, you can have conversations, you can go online. Ideas are quite literally scattered everywhere. All you have to do is put yourself in the position to receive them. I also call this songwriter mode, right? You turn yourself into songwriter mode every time you're in new environments, you're online, you're on your phone. Because as soon as you start switching the way that you read things, the way that someone puts a post out and you go, oh my gosh, there's so much gold in what they've just said that I could use for a song. Oh my gosh, that headline news article, I love that title, I could use that as a song. As soon as you start thinking that way, I guarantee you will never have a block of ideas ever again. You will be free-flowing ideas quite literally like a tap. And that will never be then the problem of your process, because you'll always have ideas. Then the process after that is what we will have to solve. So go ahead, start implementing this. As I mentioned, this is one video of a 5 to 6 part series that I'm putting together, which is going to take the idea. And we're going to take the idea now in the next video, and we're going to go, how do we build the idea out so that it writes itself? What do we actually do once we've got a quote, a 6-word story, a horse name? What does that process look like? I'm going to walk you through the entire process, and then you can go ahead and implement it. So go ahead, join me on episode 2, and I will see you over on there. I've been Danny Boyle here, founder of Songwriters International. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this. Drop a comment below for any other videos that you'd like to see as well moving forwards. If you want to book a call in with me, one-to-one, talk about all things your songwriting and how we can help you, then go ahead, you can do that in the description below, and I would love to connect with you, and I'll see you over on the next video.